somewhere new.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adherans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
I got a second chance in life. I deserved one too.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adheran soldiers.
The paladins devoted to Wodaka, zealous but effective.
They're certainly making their presence known. Can't say they're making any friends, though.
I don't like that Ludwig woman. She gives me the vreekas.
Yeah, I've seen floggings gentler than the scolding she gave Hilgard. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
No, it's not there. Limber bread. A little tension. No, it's hard to believe she's supposed to be working with him. No, I do not catch your drift.
And that's going to mean trouble for everyone around them before long.
Then it's a good thing we're getting out of the city.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend reviving you a second time.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought me back from the dead.
You had an imaginary friend?
With all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
I don't.
Well, maybe figure it out. We can't prepare for what we don't know is coming.
We're headed to Fior Ivèrno to see if the Animancers know anything about the Dream Scourge, right? Maybe we'll learn something about your condition in the process.
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Always wanted to observe the work of an Animancer up close.
Just mind how close you get. Their experiments don't always go as planned.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of Animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches, all surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for the whole island.
We're not all useless bookworms, you know.
Right. You know, present company excluded, and all that.
Don't take it personally. Marius only does this with people he likes.
I'd say something back at you, but I'm just not feeling it for some reason.
See what I mean?
What's this about Fior?
It turns out that academics are as ungovernable as the rest of us rabble.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with machinery.
They've held it at bay until recently. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people in the living lands. But, rumor has it, some unnatural blight is destroying their crops.
Right when the Dream Scourge appears. Possible connection is troubling.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And while we're in Emerald Stair, there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin out in the woods. Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up. But since we'll be in Emerald Stair anyway...
It's probably not as annoying as the Tama from the Final Fantasy. We'll go to the cabin.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stair's lovely this time of year. Even the Delimgon bloom.
They're not just plants.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that want to kill you.
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nicely. Compliment their foliage.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with vines.
It's exactly the kind of journey I was hoping for.
Well, you came to the right place.
You and I have quite the adventure ahead of us, Envoy.
Isn't Marius coming with us?
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have 2 rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's non-negotiable.
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
I might want to look it up. Like, can I only have 2 companions? Because I'm willing to swap out Marius if we find someone new. We're keeping Kai though. That's all I can be bothered to do. No, I think I should save it for weapons that will help me out more. Valian Trading Company is a relentless and cutthroat mercantile organization working for the financial interests of Valian republics. As long as they deliver a return, they'll probably be happy or some shit. How did we... Oh, we left that way and went around. Why couldn't we go this way? The river in the way? Now we can see the map, actually. Yeah, at first I thought it was like a one-to-one map, but no, it's areas. Fair enough. More cola. I'm gonna need more cola. Maxim's claim.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's give her a hand.
Huh.
Don't get too comfortable. More are on the way.
And roll!
Buy a better weapon. We were doing fine. I just didn't handle that situation very well. Seemed like fun, guys.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings, please?
Looks like she could use our help. Let's give her a hand.
Hey.
What's the target? Let's see what you got. Seek over here.
Don't get too comfortable.
Don't beat him. You beat him. You won't learn nothing. Oh fuck, I'm sorry, I really completely wasn't paying attention to my health then. I'm a bit annoyed. I was really happy with the fight, and I was like, oh, I died! Oh! Dodging aligns the target. Oh.
Oh, would you be a dear and help with these spoilings, please?
Would you be a deer?
Use our help. Heal yourself. And roll.
Oh, they are resistant to that.
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair. She knocks. We would answer.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
I carry books, not ladders.
Don't take that tone with me, darling. There's a beautiful vase right in those ruins that I cannot reach. And as sharp as my wits are, they are a poor substitute for a ladder. But perhaps we don't need one. You're tall, striking, and well-toned.
Are you flirting with me?
If you keep encouraging her, she's going to climb you.
Watch out, Envoy. She seems to have a thing for you.
Careful, darling. I already have a lover. A good one. Skilled with his hands.
Is it tall?
He always carries a ladder.
Who carries a ladder?
But, sadly, he's busy helping the Animancers in Fior. And I need this vase now.
Your lover doesn't happen to be the governor of Fior.
Oh, absolutely not. Vidaro, the governor, is an uptight postinago. But if you want to know about the governor, fetch me that artifact. The vase sits atop that tower beside us, in the ruins there. And once you've got it, look me up. Yatsley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
You do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins. But no one listens to me.
Right behind you.
Oh, didn't see this cool stuff. Soul sponge. I did not look at my health. I just didn't even consider that I might need healing. After the fight I just had. I'm not that. Ah, to be honest.
Right behind you.
At some point I'll press the take all button.
This one's mine. Coming from the right. Next worth and rock. Seek. Nothing stops me. Seal mes mito.
What's in here? More stuff. Excavation log. Governor Vidaro ordered us to halt the excavation. It's easy for you to say. Emerald Stair is going through some changes. It's unstable in more ways than one. While I understand his concerns, these ruins have been here for a long time. I don't think they're going anywhere. I wish I could say the same for us. Say the same. I feel that the land doesn't want us here. I can't argue with the land. She didn't want that vase. Godless vase. Ooh. Root down and everything. Travelers to Emerald Stair proceed at your own risk. Unprecedented environmental changes have weakened our infrastructure, opened treacherous sinkholes and angered the flora and fauna. Unless you have critical business in Fior, Miss Ivèrno, I suggest you turn back until the situation normalizes, which should be any day now. Governor Ignacy Vidaro. Someone scribbled this at the bottom. This is the new normal. What's glowing? Making the sparkly noises. What's this?
Darling, you are aware I can see you digging through my things, aren't you?
Yep, and they're my things now.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully, you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
My big friends.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you.
Really? I bet you can't perform Arkima's dazzling lights.
Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I have a new artifact to study. Thank you for your help, godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
That's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
What? Anyway,
Nice job, everyone. Coming in hot.
I've had these dreams lately. I tried talking to the others. They think I'm insane. I'm not. There was something in the earth. In the island, I've spoken to animancers, watchers, priests. No one's understood. They felt it. No god answered my prayers, and I was without a single mercy. Felt it. Radiating heat, packed with dirt. The cooling kiss of the wind. I'm not their champion. Not even the first to know them. I am an ant before the awe of infinity. Something is happening. Dark times. Sick times. I will be with them when it happens. The tiniest margin closer to divinity. Yep, cool. What a cool.
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping than stalking, unfortunately.
Right, and I got cooking lessons in solace, but you don't see me making beetle mash every night for dinner. The bears out here can hear a snapfly dropping Sokka from across the stair. You don't want to get eaten, you need to walk softly.
I'll remind you of that next time you start playing your flute at camp.
That is different.
I need some talent. Okay.
Bear's natural prey doesn't tend to play flutes.
They might show up to get you to stop.
I've had this flute for years, and I have yet to be killed by a bear.
On second thought, maybe that's what's keeping them away.
A little bit of banter.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you.
Seem unsettled by Ludwig. Want to talk about it?
Blazing ire. It burns and feeds upon itself. Pain through the smoke, we recall. You are not safe with her.
You sure you don't have a history of her? Can't you tell me more?
We reach, the spines tear into us. We pull our hands away. But the old scars do not lie. We burned once. Burned. We know.
Did Ludwig hurt you specifically?
A storm from the same spark. All pain cuts with the same blade. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it.
If it comes to it, I'll deal with her my way.
No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
Listen. What the fuck is that?
Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Just went to the party, there's nothing for me to upgrade. There's no place for art in the living lands gone mad. Once this was a haven of free expression and research, but our voices have been silenced. Defiance stilled, our colours blended to obscurity. You have hope? Find and carry my paintbrush. Perhaps you can succeed where I failed. Still a tiny bit too lazy to actually do that.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Neat. Ooh, another tower. By decree of Governor Ignacy Vidara, food rationing is now in effect. You may buy enough food to meet your needs of your household, but unnecessary hoarding will not be tolerated. Pass the word to those who cannot read it. The harvest is coming. There is no emergency. It's a grenade.
What do you mean that's all you've got? Last week you said there'd be grain.
I know what I said, but we only have so much to go around.
Are the animals you starving?
Godlike.
Chicken! Where are we going, chicken?
Did the cow step on your face?
No, I mean, that would be quite... If a cow could do this, I'd be really fucking impressed. A cow, to be honest.
You're the first godlike to come through in... Well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
It's definitely not a bad sign.
I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter.
Have you got anything left to sell?
We have a few trinkets, but our stock has been low on account of the recent troubles. If you have coin to spare, take a look at what's left. There should be more once the harvest comes.
What you got? This map. I'll take the map. Too expensive for me. But I've got a fancy quest if I want to follow it. Which I will do. It seems it's got markers. I didn't want to do a treasure hunt, they can be annoying. Ish.
Hand in hand, they toil, and the earth gives in return. The smile of the harvest.
Is that a Balrog? I can see why it's called the Emerald Stair.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy on our farms in Donshore. Our forests aren't trying to kill us.
I don't know what you want from me. The other animancers and I are just doing the best we can to survive.
Fior will be better able to survive if they accept help from the adherents.
The adherents have already made great strides in bringing order to Paradis.
Fine. If I ever have any crops of my own, I won't use animancy around them. Happy?
You showed up at a bad time. Word of advice, give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giatta's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Giatta?
One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giatta's put the governor in his place, but it might be the last.
How are you faring against Doomscourge?
Not well, apparently. Giatta says it's infected the farms, and every day it gets harder to doubt her.
Just take a blessed day look outside. Doesn't take a genius to see this place is rolling downhill.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to find some local curse.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
Level 15 grimoire spells. Like these. I mean, you can... It seems like it's just lying to me. Fair enough. Blood magic. Ooh, that's interesting. That's probably not worth it. That one I like that. Wasn't expecting that to transport me. Wrath is the god of death, cycles, doorways, mortality, and inevitability. Take the form of the pallid knight, a black-clad soldier. Ah. see.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
To whom am I speaking?
Captain Alfair of the Steel Garrote. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Metaphysically speaking, it's unlikely the animancers are causing the plague.
While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adiran interests when the time comes.
Stare quizzically.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
And all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the Living Lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim.
What's your role in Fior, Miss Ivèrno?
Officially, I'm one of the many researchers here. My specialty is in the anatomy of the many species of Eora.
Why are you here instead of researching?
If you must know, Vulpinet, these bounties are more pressing than my research. Someone had to be chosen to man the board. That person happens to be me. At least some of these bounties result in interesting specimens to study.
Return when I have bounties to collect.
Aurat Augori. I hope to see you soon.
Reward will be given for killing the Earth Blight known as Beldarino. A number of rangers and settlers perished in a natural disaster. Now their souls are bound together in agony. Incarted as the Blight, let's put them out of their mystery.
Oh, those poor souls. Please bring them peace, Saimiko. Becoming part of a Blight is not a fate I would wish upon my worst enemy.
It's the Trantons! Reward will be given for killing the notorious Tranton bandit gang located in Western Forest. These outlaws are responsible for a number of raids on outlying farms. Somebody needs to ensure that these raids end for good. To claim your reward, return proof of your kills to Martella and Fior, Miss Ivèrno.
Oh, the Trentons. A bunch of buttsos, if you ask me. But they are dangerous, I'll admit. Watch yourself out there.
It's old Nuna. Oh, another bear. A reward will be given for killing the ancient and dangerous bear. It's taken up residence within the grotto. Some citizens familiar with the region's history recognize this bear as Old Nuna, beast responsible for the death of many rangers.
Be careful with Old Nuna. I have a theory that her longevity and hardiness are due to an inordinate suffusion of essence.
It's the Delum gang. A reward will be given for killing a group of Delum gang within the Western Forest. They've been acting more aggressively lately, attacking rangers on patrol and researchers out in the field.
Ah, those Delamgan. They are not evil, it is just in their nature to push back against the expansion of civilization. Still, survival of the fittest and all that, ne?
Does Darwin exist? Like, it's a couple times they've had phrases like that. I'm like, it's from like a specific person. Zareps. Look how happy this one is. Reward will be given for killing the Zareps that have taken up residence in the abandoned farms northwest of Fior. If the farms are ever to be reclaimed, the Zareps will need to be driven from the land. To claim your reward, return proof of your kills. Yeah. You don't give a fuck about the Zareps. Fletcher's dispatch. Sansa, a cartographer in Paradise, has reported his assistant Fletcher missing in the Emerald Stair. Again, a reward will be offered to the reward of Fletcher's cartographic notes. Below is her last correspondence posted to provide clues to her whereabouts. Good day to you, Sansa. Hope this letter finds you well. I am pleased to report new progress in my chat to the Emerald Stair. I've taken up near a curious ruin the locals call Naku Tidek. Godless, perhaps I will note it. Such architecture I've never seen. I know I should be diligent, and focus on my work. but I cannot help worrying about my presence here is a burden. Though the Euphorians welcomed me warmly, it's clear that they have fallen on hard times. I want to finish quickly, yet another mouth to feed.
Can I interest you in some glaive berries or better spells, perhaps?
Yes.
Welcome to Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
How's business going?
5 summers ago, business was thriving. But now charlatans are selling crystals and essence enlargers in the streets. Add rumors of Dreamscourge and everyone is buying from these swindlers. At least you've come in.
You can profit by selling such products yourself.
Oh, I could, easily. But in the long run, where would that get me? I would be no better than them. I used to believe animancers would trust science, but I'm beginning to doubt that. At least I don't have to convince you.
Ooh. Ooh. All this cool shit. It's possibly worth the money. Awakened Ardra, I had an entire fucking quest to get one of those. Just sell it. Oh, that's out my price range. I just need to find it, don't I? I'll take those out.
All ingredients are fully stocked.
Not anymore, they are. In your soul pod. Beautiful Ector, I write this without hope, knowing that you'll never see it. Every day I come into your tea shop and watch as your lips mutter about the noise and complain about contention. The only contention I feel is within my heart. I order your tea, sit in the corner to serve other customers, but you never notice. Imagine what has captured your thoughts each time you lose focus, stare at the wall with a blank expression. Each time I wished it was me that looked at you with those glazed, blurry eyes. Wherever you magpie, I boot. There you go. More of those.
May the burned queen watch over you.
Mansion again.
You must admit she has a point. We should do something about the Dream Scourge, not simply wait for it to pass.
Careful. With that kind of talk, the governor has ears all over town. Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora. Rejuvenate and revitalize.
They do such lovely work here, don't they? Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are, just as you don't know who I am.
You're Blessed Mad. I remember you. I got you.
So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment.
So you're a Pargren. Heard your people didn't travel outside of Galawain's tusks.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit unusual to see one of my people about. But I'm here on important business. If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me.
I'll keep your secret.
Thank you. I wouldn't want my fellow wardens to misunderstand.
But we still don't even know why you're here.
You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. It's important that the Council not hear about this. What I'm doing is best for the Pargrunen, even if they don't see it.
Going to a good place, I'll show you.
Where do you go after death?
Oh, you startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead.
There's no way you could be responsible for what's the problems facing Fior.
Oh, sure. I can't take the blame for all of Fior's problems, but my negligence has only made things worse. The dead of Fior expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry.
You're referring to the old Valian custom of offering fresh food for the recently dead.
That's exactly it. Well done. I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fior. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I believe this ritual is carried out more for the grieving survivors than for the spirits of the dead.
The ritual heals all. The spirits get one more taste of life, and the living get to offer one last gift to the dead.
This is far from the craziest thing we've done today. Let's do it.
I like your spirit. I feel better about this already. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast.
Whose body rests there?
Loggers from the old days. They sacrificed themselves to make the land habitable and lost their lives to creatures of the untamed forest. The second
How old is this
offering
last
goes to
meal?
a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here.
And the third? Whose spirit wanders near the swamp?
They buried the bodies of settlers there, intrepid sorts that tried to tame the farther reaches of Emerald Stairs wilds. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fior, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds.
Maybe this will help you find some peace as well.
That is the least of my worries. But yes, bringing closure to the recent dead will finally allow me a good night's sleep. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
I'm a chicken.
Soul knows what it wants, and what it wants is a healing crystal.
I'm trying to say hello. What is a chicken?
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to enlarge your essence.
What's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stay.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
Disgusting, right?
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're already.
Really? I had one job. One job. I couldn't even do that.
I'm writing a book, a novel, whatever. Barely done chapter 1. I'm like 17,000 words in. But there's a pub in there, and it's called the Lumen Quiver. Might have to be more than one pub, but I like that one.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been?
Are you troubled, Fioran? Is everyone in the city miserable? Another trouble? No. Can I help you?
If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate.
I've got time. What's the matter?
My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here.
You need them found? I'm at your service.
Praise Ilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to
Have relations.
That's a delicate way to put it.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and I...
Don't have to explain yourself. I'd be worried about my charges too.
The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nemdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon. Give them a while. Know what I mean?
It's been 3 fucking days. Potato.
What do you drink? Good like?
Can anything be done?
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths.
Perfect. I'm in search of an Animancer. You know any?
You can't take a piece in the Fior without spotting an Animancer. But finding an Animancer you can trust, that's harder. I try Quilici and the Giata. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously.
Pierre. Willici. Okay. Where can I find them?
outside and up the stairs. They're arguing with Vidaro. Just follow the profanity.
Is Fior always like this?
But the town has been stretched thin even by our standards. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad. Terror stalking the wilderness day and night.
Or is it true? I've seen the Dream Scourge myself.
Birds' bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
Tell me about the Bone and Boar.
What are you fixing to know?
I'd like to know the history of the place.
I opened the place after my brother cut me out of the family business years ago. I opened the Bone and Boar for all the customers he found undesirable. The rough types.
Wish I knew how to roll my R's. Sounds like classic sibling rivalry.
I suppose when you put it that way. My parents were the first owners of the gifted magpie. Mom was an animancer, and the pa wasn't. They fought constantly. Because of that, my brother Hector hates conflict. It's ruined the magpie's business.
How so?
Visit the magpie and talk to him. You'll see what I mean. Now, is there anything else I can get you?
Oh, didn't see that one. I do.
Welcome back, envoy.
Adelero, my love. I want to see you again. What about a patrol tomorrow night? The woods will give us some privacy. Don't breathe a word to Anna. No, she went straight to the captain last time.
You spoken to the sentries lately?
They are like us. Spread too thin.
The lands change.
There's nobody watching. I'm surprised. I think I might leave it here. It's been a couple of hours. We're about to hit like a main quest giver, aren't we? So I'll park right here, and I think that's sort of a good place. And yes, I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having an avowed adventure. I've got the same colour scheme. Hopefully I can get this up.